Wow, so that's some big news coming at us right out of Gamescom, as Sony has officially announced that they're acquiring Insomniac Games. Yes, the developers of Marvel's Spider-Man. So let's talk about what this means for Sony, for Insomniac, for the future of Spider-Man, and of course, what it means for us gamers. And as I announced on the last podcast, we did launch a gaming podcast, guys. If you would like to hear the first episode, click up here, go listen to it, and if you guys like it, maybe check out the little join membership button down below. So, nobody's gonna argue that this is huge, right? Sony keeps on acquiring studios exclusively, much like Microsoft has been. And the two are rivals. One of the biggest games of the last generation, or this generation, I'm already calling it the last generation, man, I'm way ahead of myself, was of course Marvel's Spider-Man from Insomniac. Now, there's been a lot of rumors during the last couple of years that somebody was gonna buy Insomniac, as they're a great asset. After the huge success Sony saw with them, they obviously couldn't let them go. What if Microsoft sniped them up and then they'd be out of a developer for the Spider-Man games? So clearly Sony did the best they could and they got them now. They're going to be exclusively making games for Sony platforms. And this makes all the sense in the world. Like, this is something that I think everybody should have seen coming once we found out how big Marvel's Spider-Man is. And honestly, I'm really excited. You know, that is one of my favorite games this generation. It's definitely up there in the top 10, maybe even in the top 5. I have to replay it and remake my list. Don't crucify me if it's not number 1. I know, it's like illegal to not having a number 1 apparently, because that's for The Witcher. Were you really gonna question that? But yeah, guys, I'm super excited, and I think this is huge, you know? It now gives them sole reason to just stick with Sony properties, to know what the console is like, to get a better knowledge of what's coming out down the road, and to of course focus on just one platform, being the PlayStation 5. And if you look at Sony's first party studios, these guys are always pushing the systems all the way to their boundaries. Like, you look at Naughty Dog, for example, and what they've done with Uncharted and The Last of Us. You look at some of the other studios, they're always pushing out the best. And now with this, I think it guarantees that Marvel's Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 5 is going to be something that's going to blow us all away. And hopefully Sony gives them enough time to be able to deliver the best sequel we've ever seen. It's going to be hard to top God of War, but I believe Insomniac now, having free reins and being able to do what they need to exclusively for PS5 and what we know about that console, this is definitely going to be something that I can't wait to see.